And they're all thinking, he could be attracted to any one of us.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
This man is crazy. It's crazy.
Hey,
I like how he described it like he was in a horror movie, man. Like I said, bro, he said that as if like he said any one of us could be the killer. Like, so we got a video from a friend of the show, Matt Walsh. Him and his comments on Wayne Brady and Wayne Brady coming out on Pansexual. So we're gonna hear what he thinks and see how he feels about Wayne Brady and his new discovery.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm TK, aka one of your hosts. Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm TK, aka Darius Brady.
Wow. Wow. And I'm Darius, aka Peter Pan.
You look like Wayne Brady.
I don't look like Wayne Brady.
You do, man. And this is Mind the Gap.
Before we start, do we know what pansexual means?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It's kind of like you don't put no
You're just attracted to whoever.
whatever you're attracted to. Yeah. I mean, we can look it up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sexually or romantically attracted to people regardless of their sex or gender. That's what I got.
Okay.
Hey, finally, Wayne Brady. This is from New York Post. Big news. Huge news, actually. I should have led with this. Wayne Brady has come out as pansexual. This happened on Monday. And this is breaking news. So you've probably already heard about it because it's Tuesday now. And I'm sure you heard the news yesterday. And he explained that he's struggled to define his sexuality and manage his, quote, love addiction. Quote, I am pansexual, he boldly told People, clarifying that he's attracted to people regardless of their sex or gender.
Know what it is.
Bisexual with an open mind, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
The Let's Make a Deal host, 51, is on a path to self-discovery as he films a reality show about his blended family that's set to premiere on Hulu next year. Well, and that's just a coincidence, by the way. Don't read too much into that. So he's got a new show coming out that he's trying to promote. And while promoting this new show is when he just so happens to discover his new sexual identity at the age of 51. Total coincidence. It's really convenient timing. Sometimes that happens in life. Sometimes you have a show to promote, and it's right at that moment that you realize, you know what, actually, I'm a member of the LGBT community. I never knew it before.
Well, with that, I mean, I'm not saying it. I mean, it possibly could be like something to drum up interest, but also, I don't follow Wayne Brady like that. I don't know how much interest he need to drum up for his series or whatever.
This is Wayne Brady, bro. He's like one of the GOAT of all hosts.
Yeah. So I mean,
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I think he'd be fine without that.
And also, like with that, like when you do interviews, you're just having a casual conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the context of like how that came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody asked him, are you dating? Or are you doing this? He's like, well, this, that, and third. And then it came out. And it's like, what do you like? Are you into it? I don't know the context of that. So
and to be fair with his wording, we don't know if this is a new discovery or this is just something he decided to finally share.
Yeah,
I know people.
I meant to say that part. That's a good point.
People. I mean, especially in the Black community, we've always suspected here or there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
shocking.
That's
why I got brushed under the rug. It was like, okay,
it's like,
cool.
okay, good for him. So it's not like a whirlwind. I don't guess, like you said, in the white community that he came out as pansexual.
All it is, he's in a world now where it's okay to actually be what you feel. So it was like, for me, it was like, okay, that's cool.
And I can understand if you went so long fighting the narrative or like not even trying to put that out there where you like, finally, whatever, dog.
Whatever,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm out here.
I could either continue this or I could just be like, look.
I can be what I want to be.
I can be what I want to be. You know
but if it's what he said as a newfound discovery, then whatever. Not like
either way, I don't care.
Yeah, either way, I'm happy for him. If he's happy, I'm happy. As a black man, I'm happy for another black man being happy and being out.
Freedom is not something that's easily obtained. So if you want to free yourself of that.
From all the restraints, the restrictions, then by all means, brother, you do that. But it also could be a ploy to get ratings.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be. It could be both.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
That's what it turns out. That happens. And it happens a lot these days. But I don't want you to think that there's anything cynical happening here at all. That would be an unfair assumption. Even if that's quite obviously the case. Still, unfair assumption.
Not if you're kissing a man. That'll be weird.
He says, quote, I came to pansexual because, and I know that I'm completely messing up the dictionary meaning, but To me, pan means being able to be attracted to anyone who identifies as gay, straight, bi, transsexual, non-binary, being able to be attracted across the board. Brady said Robin Williams' 2014 suicide really impacted Brady, setting him on a journey of self-reflection and inspiring him to become very vocal about mental health. Quote, there's a lot of therapy that I'm doing right now. I wish people didn't care. I wish I didn't care what people think of me, but the fact of the matter is I do care. Once I opened that door to myself, though, I had to start learning about myself, and I had to start owning up to things that maybe I'd either repressed, suppressed, or just didn't want to deal with. And so that's the news. Big stuff. Now,
That sounds like somebody that came to a realization.
Sound like somebody that went to therapy and help.
Yeah.
He's a clown. He's a clown. He's a clown.
not to beat a dead horse here, but you know I've been very critical of the mental health industry lately, and here's Exhibit 5,037,037.
I forgot this one. Also having the idea that Robin Williams helped you get to that point, like dealing with that, it was like, okay, because he could have been a close friend of Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And then when that happened, he was like, you know what, I need to find. They could have had a conversation where he told him how he was dealing with acting or whatever the case is, or dealing with the stress of being famous, whatever the case.
Or maybe a similar struggle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to say, no, I'm dealing with the same thing. You know, this, that, and the third, or these are the ways to do it, or whatever the case may be. And then you end up finding out that, you know, he self-deleted. And then now you like, oh, maybe I need to.
Yeah, before I get to that point.
Yeah, because maybe I am getting to that point. Where and then he said himself, we always walking around talking to him, you shouldn't care what people think about you. As a famous person, that's hard to manage more than the average person.
Because that's your brand is part of like
people, making people like you.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like that's what, as Wayne Brady, that's what it is. I gotta make people like me. I have to fit this type of mold or whatever the situation is. And again, he could be trying to fit that mold to sell a narrative. Absolutely. But he's like, the other side of that is like, he could have really needed help.
Yeah.
And he was really different. And then I don't know if you remember the interview he did on the Breakfast Club when he was talking about how upset he was from the skit, or how he was, how what's name said,
Paul Mooney
said what he said on the, and then he was like, you know, that I
you
don't
know, Paul Mooney, rest in peace. He said a joke on the Chappelle show where he said, Wayne Brady makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X. And like Wayne Brady really took offense to that. And that's how the whole skit with him coming on the show began. And he really, and like I said, like you said on the Breakfast Club, he was really upset about that because he was tired. He was like, because he didn't like the way that Paul Mooney kind of painted what it means to be black. Yeah. And like, why can't I be proud and be black and be who I am? So we from that, you understand like how big of a perception like he has with like a problem with perception he has with just his persona and like how people view him. Yeah. So
he said it himself. If you know about him, then this wouldn't even be it's a coincidence. Nah, he talked about this before. So, but you know,
Brady, 51 years old, goes to therapy because he's feeling sad because people are saying mean things about him, and then he comes out of therapy believing that he's pansexual. So he has adopted the made-up sexuality of a 22-year-old TikTok influencer. That's the path of healing that therapy has led him on. And also,
we really gotta get away from this
like
phrase.
This is not new.
Yeah, like, and we gotta get away from this phrase of made up. Like, can we just accept that everything is made up?
Yeah, everything has a name.
Everything has a label. Everything has a name, and that came from somewhere. And whether it exists, it doesn't exist today, but it exists tomorrow. Once that thing exists, now is a new classification. I don't know when the term came about, but I know that now it means this. So
I don't understand why they act like people are not like this.
Yeah,
like when we look at like the ancient Greeks, like they was putting
everywhere
anything that was a hole.
Yeah,
they was giving it up,
double dipping.
You know what I'm saying? Even certain movies, like you can go back and see, it was like this is not something new where people are like movies that tell historic events. They be like, okay, well these people was like this, and they was frowned upon because of these people. They were strong or whatever the case may be. Like it's nothing new.
Yeah, you got tribes in Africa. You have tribes in South America. You have Native Americans. They refer to people as two-spirited. Just be who you want. Like just we don't care. We gonna identify you more with the vibes you give off.
Can you hunt?
Yeah, that's all we care about. Can you hunt? Can you gather?
Yeah,
like
can
what?
you
Like
do
what can
something
you
that-
do?
you
We
know
don't
what I
care
mean?
what you
Whatever
call
you do.
yourself.
Do whatever you need
Unless
to do.
just be productive.
Long as, like you say, you being productive for the village and for
We
the
don't care,
community,
bro.
like, or the community, like, you fine.
Yeah, we
Well,
gonna
why
love
should
you
I kill
regardless.
you? You
dog.
get, supposedly you get one life. Why should you have restraints on what you can and can't be? Why is that wrong?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
This is just creepy. I gotta say, it's made up, obviously. That's the main thing. Pansexual is not a thing. It's not real. It's also creepy. I'm able to be attracted to anyone, he says. Ew, like, calm down. I can walk into a room and just be attracted. Just the way he phrases it, to me, makes it creepier. I am able to be attracted to anyone. Like, this is some sort of superpower that he has.
What?
I can walk into a room and be attracted to anyone or anything. Okay? Just watch me. You don't think I can?
Man, hold up. Man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Not something to be proud of, man. That's
First of all, the term pansexual was created in 1914. I just made
Okay,
it up.
so it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I'm big, yeah, first, yeah, 1914. So I don't know. It's a made up thing, I guess. But you know, that word was around before all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's also a thing that he's wrong. And then how he trying to phrase it as a superpower. That's pretty funny.
That's crazy. That's funny though.
That's
Funny how he did it. But
that's pretty funny.
Being able don't mean I am. Though.
Yeah,
you
had the whole ones. I can't be around them. Like, yeah, they may try to do. Do you think they want you, dog?
You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
not something to be proud of, man. That's the fact that you're in a constant state of arousal is not something you want to brag about in the news. It's not.
Like what?
God,
Like first
you
of
gotta
all,
pause that real quick.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy
way
to interpret what he just said. Being able don't mean I'm just always horny.
See, that's the thing. I think that's a men problem, bro. And I hate putting certain things on genders, but this thing is like, you know, like when men say, like what we just talked about, y'all can't be around nobody gay because they may, or they gonna want me or something. Like you putting too much on yourself.
Yeah.
Or like when a female say, hey, how you doing? You know, y'all say you got a nice shirt on. Oh, she trying to. You see the memes or like the videos. It's funny because we know people like that.
Yeah.
And in this situation, that's the case in this.
Yeah.
Because he just said, "Oh, you could just, I can't believe you just walking around aroused all the time."
Why do you think this man is just walking around horny all the time?
So do you, like, in that aspect, do he think like when he was doing his interview, he's just sitting there looking around like, "Oh, I can get all of this."
Yeah, I can get. I'm attracted to everybody.
Like, like so if you in a room full of women, from your perspective.
Yeah, apparently he attracted to every woman.
Every woman
being around.
Yeah. So when you in a room full of women, are you just always aroused? You just, oh my goodness, you know, I just want
to. Like people like that just leave out all context, all romanticism, all conversation. It's like, no, as soon as I see you, I'm on you.
I want you.
I like you. And I want you.
Like that's the thing. He lacked empathy. Those are people like this. This is what I mean by people lacking empathy.
Empathy, understanding, or just willingly being salacious.
That's a good. Yeah, I like that word. That's better than ignorant. No, I don't think it's better than ignorant. Yeah,
ignorant has.
Yeah,
ignorant has that connotation.
Yeah,
I like.
Like you ridiculous.
Open-minded. It's just weird. Pick a side. Okay, pick a team.
He did.
Stop being indecisive. That's what pansexual really is. Aside from made up, it's a lack of commitment. And you know the thing is,
I hate to keep stopping it.
What isn't made up, man?
But I can't. But what does he mean? Pick a side, pick a team. Like it's a lack of commitment. What does that mean? What does he mean? It's a lack of commitment.
That for me, that's what I'm saying.
Because if I want to be with one person, like maybe he have an argument. You talking about polygamy. But just because I'm attracted to different people don't mean I'm going to be with different people. What do you mean what you lack of commitment? What are you talking about?
I don't have to have a commitment in this because I'm finding out what's out here for me and what's not for me.
And all I'm looking for is the partner I want to be with.
Yeah.
Like the commitment. The commitment is with that person. It's not to one like I gotta be straight, I gotta be gay, I gotta be sexual. That's not my commitment. My commitment lies with the person, not with who I want. Like
what gender?
What gender they are. Like I don't. So what does he mean by pick a side? Is a lack of commitment. What does that mean?
I don't think he know what it means.
You know what I'm saying? As a friend of the show, Matt, we need to know. Like,
yeah.
because we concerned about you.
Hey, yo, my boy out here wilding, bro.
We concerned about you,
He
man.
talking about it. First of all, he talking about something that's made up, which creates you make it real by talking about it.
Yeah.
Especially when you talking about words.
You make it real by defining it.
Yeah, that's what you
I feel this way or this thing exists. We need something to describe.
I'm only talking about his situation. But in actuality, that's exactly how stuff come about.
What's that? What's that hairstyle? I don't know.
Yeah, it's it's dreads. Oh, that's made up. That's made up.
You made it up. That. Why would I call that made up shit? What is that?
My boy drunk out here, bro. 1914.
He probably had the drink before the show. We worried about you, Matt.
Yeah, 1914.
Other people, I think, and this will be controversial, but other people have a right to know. Okay, other people have a right to know if they are potential objects of your sexual fantasies. And so that's why it's not fair to walk around and say, I'm attracted to anyone at all.
Let them cook.
No one's safe.
Let them cook.
Now, whenever a group if there's like a group of people sitting in a room with Wayne Brady, and it's a diverse group, and you've got like
Let him
overweight 65-year-old man.
Let him cook.
And then you got a young woman and whatever. Everyone's sitting around, and they're all thinking, he could be attracted to any one of us.
Hey, yo!
This man is crazy. It's crazy.
Hey,
I like how he described it like he was in a horror movie, man. Like I said, bro, he said that as if he said any one of us could be the killer. like this is a wild, bro.
Come on, man. What you? So if he goes to the gym, there's a gym full of women. He gotta tell them, hey, any of y'all could be. I could be sexually attracted to any of y'all. I'm sexually attracted to women, and I just want to all y'all to know that in here.
Since when do we got to report who we find attractive? What right do people have to know my thoughts? It's crazy how everybody my freedom and my rights, but now he's telling me
that's crazy.
Now he's telling me that I can't even have my own thoughts. If I have a thought, I have to then report them to you.
That's great. That's a great point.
What?
Well, a person talk about privacy. Government should stay out your business. You are in somebody else's business. And I
have the right to know what's on your mind.
You just out here describing, you know what I'm saying? Different. You got like he got like herpes. You got the herpes or something. Like you need to tell people before you lay down.
That's a good. Well, you act like I got a sexually transmitted disease and we about to have sex, bro. Like
every time I gotta walk in the room, I gotta announce that I'm
I think you cute. I think you cute. Like, come on, man.
You got like he a sex offender or something. Every time you gotta come to the neighborhood, hey y'all, I just want everybody to know that I could be attracted to anybody in these homes. Like he got the goats in here.
Like he walking there, I could be attracted to anybody.
Yo,
put him up. Put him up. I could be attracted to you.
You lady. You man.
Like, whoa.
You with the green hair? You too.
Yeah, I really like that. Put them hands up. Yeah.
I gotta tell everybody
wild,
this,
bro. Get your Matt, come on, man. So, you can do better than that.
Like he walking around with a flip phone or something.
It's scary. It's like some kind of Agatha Christie novel.
I don't know what that is.
No, I'm gonna let him slide on that. I know he ain't.
So anyway, that's the news about Wayne Brady. A lot more that could be said about this.
Really,
no, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Wayne Brady's made-up sexuality, but I think we'd probably just leave it there.
That man disrespectful. That man say his made-up sexuality, bro.
Ooh.
That's disrespectful, dog. For him just putting words on how he feel.
So how was that made? How was that? What would you call it then?
Yeah, because you saying that means you for sure know he's not attracted to men. He's not attracted to women. He's not attracted to lesbians. He's not attracted to gay men. Like you for sure telling me that doesn't exist when he says that's a made up sexuality.
So what would you call it?
What would you call that, man?
In one word or a few words, what would you describe it as? Like pick a team. Pick a team. If you describe the team,
pansexual is what you said.
Team pansexual, brother.
So yeah.
So I ain't got too much for that. That's weird. That's ridiculous.
I ain't got no more talking, bro. Shout out to Wayne Brady, man.
Yeah, shout out to Wayne Brady, man.
Keep doing your thing, man.
You good? As long as you happy, brother, you good. You got anything good? Man, like, comment, and subscribe. Do me a favor, go in the comments, and then tell us yes or no, do Darius look like Wayne Brady? Just a little bit, if it's just a little bit, man. I'm TK, a.k.a. Darius Wade, Darius Brady.
Look at you. And I'm Darius, a.k.a. Peter Pan.
And this is MINDTHEGAP.